Alright, so it's 6 p.m. on the 17th of December 2024. We're in the bus called Bessie. Mercedes Benz 0405 NH 2000 model. It's incredibly dirty at the moment, so she needs a vacuum and a good wipe down, which I'll do. So we've got the driver's area at the front, fully adjustable seat, full bus build manual plans, electrical diagrams and everything to go with it. The control panels. So we got, sorry, I was looking but wasn't actually looking at the phone. All the panels, the gauges are starting to show surface rust, paint peel around the top, but it all wipes down and cleans up quite nice. Auto gearbox, button kill, button start, handbrake, driver's window with blinds that pull down, AC for the driver, AC HVAC controller, electric doors. There's all the rubbish and crap that's come out. This one's smashed by a whippersnipper. They do still work, but if you choose to convert it to a motorhome, you can't have the bifold doors because they come in. Most people keep that pivot in place, make a solid door so that it swings out. So this all gets removed and so be it. I've got 3, these aren't very clean, they're just dusty because things have been sat on them. 3 of these chairs, they're out of a belted seats out of a Mercedes Sprinter 2020 or 2021 model. So 3 of those, one will go on, my intentions were one on top of that seat, wheel well, sorry, one on top of this wheel well where I've currently got this shelf sitting, and then another one would go further back to sit at your dinette so that the kids could sit at the table while you're driving. And yeah, to be engineered, but they're good, nice seats. It is a low floor bus, so low floor entry. So if we step down here and have a look on the outside, the battery windows open there just because I've got the ISO on, the bus is running with the HVAC running. So low floor, so this one goes in at the height of the axle and rises up to just below the windows at the back. So we've put that's how much higher it goes. So we've put in a false floor just to level it out. Change the design however you choose, but we've just done that while we're living in it temporarily so that the baby didn't roll down the hill. Don't want the baby to roll down the hill, do we? So in we go. The layout we had, just turn this aircon down. It's a bit loud. There we go. Layout we had, couch, kitchen, TV mounted on the wall there so you could watch it while you're in the couch. And then the fridge was here on the end. We moved into the bus before we had a baby. So this area, we put the flooring down for the kids to play so that they weren't just on the form ply. So we put the vinyl flooring down. Then we had a baby, so porta cot went one side, change table went the other. All along here, we had our tall boys clothes storage. This side here is blacked out here because we had bunk beds. So the kids' bunk beds went that way, double bunks up to the roof. Towards the back, I've started removing the AC vents to create more headroom in the bus. So as you see, William's a 9-year-old boy and he's almost as tall as his mum, and there's plenty of room above him. I'm 6 foot. And, I can just touch the roof. That's in your general area, so it's probably 2.2, 2.3 tall. We step up here over the rear diff and it continues to incline up over the engine. So as I was saying, we had bunk beds here. That line there was, the bottom one was on the floor level and the second one was at that level there. So there was enough room for each kid to be able to sit up in bed. And then we had a queen bed, what would you call that, east-west across. So it came out to that line there and across and down, and it built a bed frame so that the bed would lift up and we could store some crap in underneath it. But yeah, that's pretty much how we were planning to build the bus as well when we did get around to doing it properly. East-west bed at the back, bunks along here, Then a little hanging robe here. This side was all going to be tall boys, so clothes storage. Where this step is, my intention was to be from that step all the way back to this pillar here, in line with the join in the AC, was going to be a bathroom full width of the bus, toilet and vanity on one side, aisle through the middle, and a big full-size shower on the other side. Then same plan, we come through into the kitchen, your fridge would be here, so this bench that we've got in here would be a little bit smaller. A dinette would be here, so again in line with this joint in the AC is a wall. You'd have the ADR approved belted seat sitting here facing forward, so that the children or an adult could sit here and face the front, watch telly while you're driving or whatever. Then a table and a homemade booth on this side facing the other way. I don't know why I'm pretending to sit down, you can't see me. 2 hatches in the roof. Because the windows are closed, you do need one at the rear, or make an openable window, which is my plan. Knock out these windows from the bathroom back and ACP them and put some caravan windows in. That way I can enclose the hatches and put solar panels and a roof deck. Taking out the HVAC aircon, this one here with these, that way I've got the room on the roof for more panels and a dual head AC unit. So I put a head unit there where the blue light is, and then another head unit on top of this doorway here, on top with this wall. But yeah, bit of a look around. A couple spare bits and pieces, spare light tube, spare driver, spare cover for the light. Engine's obviously rear mounted under my feet. So I'm 6 foot tall, and my head just misses. And this is where your bed would be. So if you go down to where the edge of the bed would be, you know, there's me making a fist. So plenty of headroom in this thing. I love it in regards to that. It is insulated. We pull up here so that we could see what the wall was, which is fiberglass insulation with a full gal steel frame for the body. And then in the roof up here, we put some downlights in while we're living here. Doesn't really matter. We're going to line the roof with what's it called, VJ board. Anyway, but roof's got styrofoam in there for insulation. No sign of moisture anywhere. No sign of issues other than the broken door. But air tanks under there. It did have a little panel on there that kept falling off, so I ripped it out anyway, because that's all, as again, it's all going to get wrapped in VJ. But yeah, she's running smooth. Happy days. Fully auto gearbox, as I said. Aircon controls up here. Your window all opens up. We've also lined this side with full blackout windows, like tint, except for the last 300mm, which gives us privacy and the ability to still look out and check for security purposes and so on. Yeah, I'll go have a look outside. So she's green and white at the moment. Surfside Busline 867. Yeah. In the time that we've had it, probably done about 2,000 Ks. We got it and stripped it, and in the time of getting it ready for roadworthy, we did a few laps around the block and up and down the highway and stuff to keep it healthy. Then we did a trip from the Gold Coast to Coffs Harbour and back. Then we did another trip to from Gold Coast to Coffs Harbour and back. And then we've done Gold Coast to Coffs Harbour, and now we're here permanently where she sits. Inside this window here at the front, this hatch, at the front is all the fuse boxes and switches and overrides and everything, relays and so on. So you can get to everything there if you need to. Full airbag suspension all the way around. This is the rear right tyre, which has popped off the bead whilst at rest. Unsure why she's popped off. The tyre itself seems to be fine, but yeah, double tyred, so one on the inner, one on the outer. But yeah, fuel tank 300 litres roughly. That one is intake for the radiator. Your radiator top up with your level tube into the engine. She's a 12.5 litre straight 6 turbo diesel. Air filters inside this hatch here, air intake, exhaust. Tyres on this side are all good. New batteries installed a couple days ago, $1,000 for the 4. And come back round to the front. And here we are.